Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will take the first swing of the game. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over.
It's a running room. Nice move there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Badgers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Kennesaw State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Punts it out of the air.
Well, this defense is going to mix up their looks against this quarterback, playing some zone. That time it was man coverage, but they also brought the blitz. So they're just trying to keep this quarterback on his toes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable fourth down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on fourth down? I got a great opportunity right here.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
A little screen to the running back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Boom. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
7, Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run to the right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, he wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Complete downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think of...
He got it! And he's into the
start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the move. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Here's the handoff. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space in the passing game. They better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's got it, 1st down and more. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps it. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They're in field goal range change here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. He'll be third down.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in at Hutchison. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Gets it out quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Badger! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Using the quick game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. Now, on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Williams will pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wide open spaces. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it, try to get his offense some positive yards.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Williams will pass. Right on the money. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Makes the catch. It's Dean. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We're trying to get him going there.
And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They might need a telescope to find the 1st down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Jones.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man. It's Jones. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this
There he goes! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Williams looking for a man. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll take it himself. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Joyner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dean. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The throw. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That's caught. It's Rogers.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Williams will pass. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got it in the middle. It's Dean.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Caught near the sticks. It's Joyner. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's Dean. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.